Hello and welcome to This is Public Broadcasting. I'm your host, Captain Rutledge. And remember 2 years ago when I mentioned the lost Noddy Christmas special? Well, I'm happy to say that it has finally been found, along with all the other episodes of this PBS Kids series. In 2020, YouTube user Joseph Marshall, with the permission of Noddy creator Rick Sigelkow, uploaded all 65 episodes in their entirety. Joseph's channel was soon terminated, but this year the episodes were re-uploaded on the channel Johnson and Noddy, available for everybody to enjoy. For those who don't know, Noddy, or the Noddy Shop as it's known in Canada, was created by Shining Time Station co-creator Rick Sigelkow as a series to showcase the Cosgrove Hall Noddy shorts based off the original stories by Enid Blyton. It aired on PBS from 1998 until 2000 and won 2 Gemini Awards during its run. The Christmas special originally aired in 1998 and we'll be giving it a butcher's today. So make yourselves comfortable as we take a look at anything can happen at Christmas. The plot for this episode involves everyone all caught up with Christmas preparations in the Noddy Shop. While the adults follow their scheduled checklist, Truman meets Mrs. Claus, played by Betty White, who tells him anything is possible during Christmas time. Also, Kate tells the story of when Santa Claus visited Noddy in Toyland. Warlow Weasel goes through some holiday blues, and the Goblins try to put themselves onto Santa's nice list. For a start, I think we should take a look at the Noddy story in this episode. Noddy and Father Christmas. Or rather, Noddy and Santa Claus. The citizens of Toyland are eagerly anticipating Santa Claus making his annual visit to Toyland. Noddy is especially excited, but keeps missing Santa at every turn thanks to some dirty tricks left out by the Goblins. Eventually, he does get to drive Santa around Toyland, and sits at his side during the Great Christmas Feast in Toyland Town. The original UK broadcast of this Noddy episode was about 30 minutes in length, and so was trimmed down significantly to fit in the hour-long special runtime. The scene of Noddy and Santa visiting the train station was cut out, along with a few smaller bits of dialogue here and there. And what's more, the story is redubbed with a North American voice cast replacing Susan Sheridan and Jimmy Hibbert. Catherine Disher voices Noddy, Benedict Campbell is Big Ears, and Karen Bernstein, Lynn Griffin, James Rankin, Michael Stark, Sharon Lee Williams, and Fiona Reed round out the cast. And Jimmy Hibbert's recordings of Noddy's car and Bumpy Dog are still used in the episodes. In conjunction with the new voice cast, the dialogue is also modified to better suit a North American audience.
Have you some haddock today?
Aye, that I have. And I've got cod and plaice and whiting and bass.
Do you have any flounder today?
Aye, that I have. And I've got cod, shrimp, and tuna and bass.
What a tasty orange and sultana pudding.
My word, what a delicious chocolate and vanilla dessert.
Then we shall have fish pie at our grand Christmas party.
Ho, then we shall have to have fish sticks at our grand Christmas party.
On the whole, the Noddy story is a decent piece of work. It's a shame they had to cut out a few bits, and I honestly kind of prefer Susan Sheridan over Catherine Disher as Noddy, but it's still a heartfelt story, perfect for the Christmas season. Now, on to the live-action stuff. And Betty White. In spite of the show's name, Noddy only comprises a tiny portion of the episode runtimes. The rest is dedicated to wraparound stories involving the live-action cast and puppets in the Noddy Shop, including Noah, his sister Agatha, his grandchildren Kate and Truman, their friend DJ, and other odd folks around town. Then there are the toys and antiques around the shop, including Warlow, Benita, Johnny Crawfish, Sherman and Rusty, Planet Pup, Gertie, Granny Duck, and everybody else, along with the Goblin family, Lurkin Snipe and their son, Booble.
Ow!
This episode has a special guest appearance from the reigning queen of television, Betty White, playing Annabelle, or Mrs. Santa Claus. I can't think of anybody else better suited for the role than Betty White. She is very kind to Truman, almost like a grandmother, but she definitely has her moments, especially when somebody lies or deceives her.
Mr. Claus and I have been wondering if you've been getting along with everyone.
It's like this. It's not easy being a weasel. Sometimes...
Tell me the truth.
However, only Truman and the toys in the shop are able to see her. To the older folks, it just looks like Truman is playing pretend. I kinda wish Annabelle would be more like Mr. Nicholas in Shining Time Station's 'Tis a Gift. A kind old woman, but nobody's aware of her being the big guy's wife until the very end. While visiting the toys, Annabelle has special attention for Warlow, who is on Santa's naughty list. She discovers a little animosity between Warlow and the other toys, so comes up with a plan to get Warlow back onto the nice list.
Oh, well, maybe if you were kind to him, he'd learn what kindness is. If you surprise him, he might just surprise you.
And then there are the Goblins. I have some mixed feelings on them. Sure, they provide a little lighthearted fun to the stories, but their antics can get trying at times. It doesn't help matters when their son is the only one able to speak normally.
You can't get Santa's list. He keeps it up in the North Pole with him.
Leave the North Pole, Mrs. Claus.
Does she ever leave the North Pole? I guess she does.
Somehow I get the feeling Illumination saw the Goblins and thought, these have potential, but let's make them into anthropomorphic Twinkies that penetrate every form of visual media and won't shut the cuss up. Anyhow, the Goblins find out about Santa's naughty list and hatch a plan with Warlow to steal it and put their names on the nice list. When Annabelle's back is turned, Lurk and Snipe steal the list and make the necessary edits, but when trying to hide it, Warlow gets the blame.
Warlow, I am very disappointed in you. Oh, Warlow, whatever am I going to do with you?
Truman misses out on the town's Christmas parade while helping Annabelle, so she gives him a special Christmas treat. A visit to Santa Claus at the North Pole, and cue music.
Anything can happen at Christmas.
That's right, folks, it's a top 12 Christmas special song. The lyrics for this song are pretty uninspired, but the tune is catchy and all the different toys in the shop add their own spin to give variety to the song itself. The scenes of going to the North Pole, though, are pretty jarring. Who knew that the North Pole was made up of lit porcelain Christmas houses? No wonder the elves are so short up there. Afterwards, Truman awakens in the Noddy Shop, and it all seems like the North Pole trip was just a dream.
Or is it?
Hey Truman, where'd you get this?
Warlow receives his present from Annabelle, and after getting a new present from the other shop toys, decides to get in on the giving feeling too.
Merry Christmas, Warlow!
Come on back here. I have candy canes for you.
What happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And as for the hustle and bustle, Noah puts an end to all of that.
Now hear this. Now I've had just about enough of the hubbub and running around to last me until next Christmas.
The list, the schedule, the cookies.
Oh, trim your sails, Agatha. We can bake cookies anytime. But you can't always spend Christmas with the children. And besides, I've got something for you.
Oh, I don't know what to say, except Merry Christmas, Big Brother.
Oh. Well, let's pass out the presents.
Oh, yes. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Truman, who are you waving at? Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
So, that was Anything Can Happen at Christmas. It's interesting. I wouldn't say this episode is either all good or all bad. The story isn't much to talk about, but we do get Betty White. The message is pretty uninspired, but we do get Betty White. Probably the best aspects are the naughty story, and we get Betty White as Annabelle. Does this episode still deserve to stay on my top 12 list? Well, I wouldn't move it myself. It's up to you folks to decide personally. Like I said, the episode is currently available for viewing on YouTube. Link in the description.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen at Christmas time.
Now, moving on with festivities, it's time once again for the PBS Member Station Spotlight and drawing a new station name out of the pretty straw hat. So, let's see who's coming up today. Deep South once again with Mississippi Public Broadcasting. Before 1970, the only way for Mississippians to have access to NET and PBS programming was via New Orleans, Tennessee, and Alabama. In 1969, the Mississippi Legislature created the Mississippi Authority for Educational Television. And in 1970, after a year of planning, WMAA Jackson debuted as the first PBS member station in the state of Mississippi, followed by 7 more stations over the next 4 years to create Mississippi Educational Television. Merely 4 months after starting broadcasting, WMAA met with nationwide controversy for refusing to air Sesame Street due to its racially integrated cast. After national outcry from newspapers and show creator Joan Gantz Cooney, the Mississippi Authority soon reversed its decision. In 2005, the network adopted the new brand of Mississippi Public Broadcasting and moved to full digital broadcasting in 2009. Programming for Mississippi Public Broadcasting includes local programs such as Mississippi Roads and Mississippi Outdoors, as well as the nationally broadcast children's series Between the Lions, produced in partnership with WGBH Boston. Today, Mississippi Public Broadcasting has broadcast coverage for the whole of the state of Mississippi, as well as portions of bordering states. If you are in Mississippi, you can tune into Mississippi Public Broadcasting on these stations, with PBS Kids on the .2 channel, Create on the .3 channel, MPB Radio on the .4 channel, and MPB Classroom TV on the .5 channel. Thank you once again for everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, feel free to like, subscribe, and share, ring the bell, follow on Twitter. Also, don't forget to support your local PBS stations, so more programming related to Noddy can find its way to your television screens. And until next time, I'm Captain Rutledge. Happy holidays.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.